going on 17. And I lose my mom after seeing her suffer for 1 year because she was sick for a whole year. And the people that loved her when she was alive and she loved as well are nowhere to be found. So it's like disappointment.
So you're saying that got to you and that sort of
shaped. So it kind of like shaped me into the person that I am. I'm so sorry, Ebuka. I'm so sorry, guys. Please, I really want people to know.
Do you really understand Tacha? Like, do you feel her? Like, do you get her point of view, where she's coming from? If you do, please comment below, let me know. And then again, Diane and Elozonam, there's something that I'm not really getting. If you're like me, please let us talk on the comment section below. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Philomina here. I know I have been MIA, but a lot of things have been happening and I just really cannot even explain, but I just wanted to bear with me. Let us just talk about today's episode of the Big Brother Nigeria reunion. So the show started out with Ebuka saying that he knows that some people have some things to say and some scores to settle, saying that some things have been happening since this whole reunion process. So he started with Diane. He was like, he feels like Diane has something to say. So Diane now started talking about, of course, she and Elozonam, and then she said things like, oh, that Elozonam tells people a lot of things about them, that these are things that only both of them are aware of, and then he goes about telling people about it, and she's not really comfortable or happy with what he did, that she knows that she has taken responsibility for the things that she did or the thing that she did. But then Elozonam is acting like he doesn't have a problem, that he probably needs to talk to people because he does have a problem. He does. Then she now spoke about the WhatsApp audio VN that was spreading all over that Elozonam did. So Elozonam now said, all the while Diane was talking, she kept going back and forth. You can see Elozonam just waiting for his turn so he could talk. Elozonam was just waiting to talk. Elozonam now said that he's not going to deny the fact that the straw that broke the camel's back was that whole issue with Maoli. That is the fact, that is the truth. That he was asked a question by Ebuka, oh, what was up? What happened with you and Diane? What broke it? And he just stated it. He agrees that there are other things, there are several other things, but then for him, what broke the camel's back was that Maoli issue. That Diane making him feel like he said something wrong or did something wrong is what he's not going to accept. And then concerning the whole, oh, she cannot really trust him with things again, and him going about spreading things, that he's not also, he's going to say that that's her information or that her claim is flawed, because he said he's always on his own, and then people will come to him and say, oh, Diane said this, or this is what Diane feels, or this is what is happening with you and Diane. And every time they say, he has to defend himself, because most of the things that people say are things that are probably implicating him or make him appear in a kind of light that he doesn't like. So he needs to clear the air. And according to what he said that he has not spoken with anybody concerning that issue, especially the whole Maoli issue, apart from the girl he vented to, that he spoke about in one of the whole reunion shows. So he said he has not spoken with anybody. Basically, Ebuka pointed out two things. So Elozonam taking responsibility for what he did, and then Elozonam spreading things quickly about what him and Diane had said. So he said concerning the VN that Diane is talking about, that Diane called him up and told him that, oh, this thing is coming up. He's not going to state what the content of the voice note was or whatever, but this is coming up and I'm going to tell you because I just feel like you should know. However, they don't want you to know. So this is something that his fans or their fans was putting together for them. So Elozonam wasn't supposed to know, and Diane called him to inform him. And according to him, he had already heard the gist even before Diane called him, and he told Diane that, Diane, this thing you are telling me is something that I'm already aware of. So Ebuka just paused him there first and asked Diane, do you agree that he said to you that he already had heard this before you are telling him? Diane said yes. So he said it's not anything private, it's public, people already know. So what exactly is Diane saying that he said, or that she's claiming that he goes about talking to people? According to him, I'm in my house and trailer just comes to jam me. I don't go about talking to people. People locate me and come to me. Another point that Elozonam made is that in his relationship or whatever he has with Diane, or friendship or whatever, that they've always had a mediator, that they hardly have a personal communication or personal conversation without a third party. So people being involved in their communications or conversations is nothing new. That a lot of fans, like, people are going to agree with him that fans have a major role to play when it comes to them, or how they should behave or how they should react, and just coming up with, of course, rumors, stories that are untrue, and just saying things from only one perspective. That fans have a way of doing that, and he has seen it happen and cause problem for him and Diane, such that they had a talk in December, and he told Diane, see, let us have issues because we annoyed each other. Let's just forget about what the fans are saying or what the internet says or what social media says. But then after that, he noticed that there was a slight change, but then later things just switched up again because, oh, this one said, another person said. And according to him, most of the people had the perspective that it was him who was causing issues. He said people are already saying, oh, Elozona was with a girl in his hotel room, but that was not the case, and he really needed to defend himself. Moving on, Diane was not like, oh, you could have talked to me instead, or why didn't you talk to me, why did you go about talking to people? Why? And Elo is like, if people come and meet me, they will definitely hear. So that is what it is. So the just shower was going back and forth, arguing here and there. The thing was getting too much. So Ebuka now said, okay, now what does Venita have to say about this? Venita now said that really that she doesn't really know how to help here, but Elozonam is a twin, Diane is a little baby girl. Sometimes Venita can be extra, but then she's like, she's hearing about this whole thing for the first time here in this show, and she really is not going to say that she's happy about the fact that both of them have these issues, that she will say that they should go to locker room and go and settle, but then of course not with this energy that both of them are showing right now. And then she just said she was really a fan of the Dialo ship and everything. Diane was particular about something that had happened, that a voice note was somewhere, and the least that Elo could have done was that he was supposed to say something, defend her or something, and then Elozonam didn't do anything, he didn't say anything, and then she would just hear people say this and hear people say that. So Elozonam now decided and said, okay, if it is that, then I'm going to apologize to you that as I saw or heard that voice note, I should have reached out to you, that was the least I could have done, and I didn't, so I'm sorry for that. But then he now went ahead to say, Diane, if there is any other thing that I might have done, please, can you let me know now? So there was the force, okay, people are not like, okay, because he said, because he really wants to know. He doesn't understand why it looks like, oh, he did something. He's not going to say that he doesn't have a role to play in all of this. He does, and he's saying that he could have done this, but Diane makes it look like, oh, it's sounding as if there is something that he has done and he's just not accepting. But then after the whole apology, Ebuka now said, oh, thank God for the apology. Diane, what do you say? She said, oh, they are cool, everything is okay. Ebuka now asked, so where are you people now? Where is the Dialo ship? She now said it has crashed, definitely has crashed. They asked Elo. Elo said, yeah, that where are you guys now? And Elo is like, they are more of acquaintances, guys. Did that break your heart or not? Well, we cannot force things, and one of the statements that Diane made is that before Maoli or before anything, that both of them really wouldn't have worked, and I'm wondering why. I feel like there's something like genotype strains or something restraining them though, but I don't know. Let me not go and be thinking things that doesn't exist. Guys, do you know, is there any inside gist that I don't know about why the relationship wouldn't have worked even if Maoli was not in the picture? Please, if you know, comment below. I'm here for the gist. I'm here to do all the apropos that I can get. So moving on, they now move to Tacha and Tuoyo. So obviously there's something hanging on the air with Tacha and Tuoyo. So what had happened is that Tacha heard that there is an interview that implied that Tuoyo is saying that she does voodoo because of the way she sounds, because of her confidence and all that. So she's saying that she doesn't understand why Tuoyo can just be proud about his body and saying that he's showing off his body because he believes he has a nice body. And then she cannot be proud of the fact that, oh, she came to the house and she's here to win. Now, why can't she say that? Why can't she be confident enough to express her own feeling about what she has achieved by coming to the house? So Tuoyo was not like, he doesn't understand what she's saying, what exactly she's saying. So they now went ahead to talk about the whole interview. Apparently, there is an interview, or there's a headline that Tacha had seen that suggested that Tuoyo is saying that Tacha does voodoo. But Tuoyo cleared the air. He said, I'm not saying, or I didn't say, I never said that you did voodoo. In fact, it was even before the camera started rolling that they just asked me questions randomly. I just answered. I didn't even know they recorded it. I didn't even know it was on camera. They asked me a simple, straightforward question. What did they ask? That where do you think Tacha got her confidence from? Do you think it's from voodoo, or do you think it's financially? And according to him, he said when he came out of the house, he had already seen that Jaruma supports Tacha. And Jaruma has finance, she has money, she has funds. So she can either fund Tacha, and Jaruma also does voodoo. So it could have been also voodoo. He doesn't know Tacha to the point where he can now come and be vouching that she did this or she did not do this. So he just stated that it could have been anyone. So he's not saying that he did anything wrong or said anything wrong. So Ebuka now said, okay, that those Tacha agreed that that is what it is. Tacha was not like, well, that he said so, that she expected him to have said, oh, that a 23-year-old confident girl is the one talking, not anything. And Ebuka was like, well, he can't say that because he is not going to say that he knows you that well or that much to now come and be saying that. It was a straightforward question. Do you think Tacha is backed up by voodoo or finance? And he just answered one. So that was, they now went back and forth. Then Tacha now started about how and why she behaved the way she behaved in the house. Apparently, she was talking about the fact that she has been through a lot and that her past actually influenced her present. That she's not going to lie that some of the reasons why she behaves the way she behaved is because of how things had been for her. That from secondary school, that her mom had groomed her to be a confident woman, that she was so little that at some point they didn't really allow her to be part of some girls or some group. So because of that, her mom groomed her to be confident on her own. And then after that, being close to her mom and everything, her mom was now sick for a period of like 1 year. She said she saw her mom go through pain and everything, and then her mom passed. That was really hurtful for her. And then she said she got into the uni alone, you know, no mom, her mom that she was so close to, that she was struggling at the time. She couldn't go anywhere to talk to anybody. She was just literally alone. And being a 16-year-old in uni, it was just somehow that because of all the things that she had gone through, she behaved the way that she had behaved, that, oh, that was why she did this. So Tuoyo was now like, see, you have gone through a lot, good and fine, but there are people who lost their parents at 2 and they are well behaved, they are not rude, they are decent, they behave very well. So you cannot be using the way that you grew up or your past to now come and justify the wrong that you did. If you did wrong, say you did wrong and just accept it. Don't come and tell me that, oh, you have been through a lot. There are people who have been through worse and they are doing well. That he's not going to lie that Tacha she has her good sides, and that is what it is. That what he's going to say happened is that a lot of people saw more of the bad side than the good side. That according to him, that when he was crying, Tacha was there for him. She spoke to him. She even gave him drink. But then he's not going to justify anything that Tacha did. That he spoke to Tacha even in the house that, see, I understand that you have been through a lot, but then you're not going to you know, force it to our throat and just expect us to understand that you have been through a lot. A lot of people here too have been through a lot, you know, so they kept going back and forth about that. And at the end of the day, Tacha eventually apologized and said, oh, sorry to the housemaid, that, oh, I'm sorry to you all that I did anything wrong. From then they now moved on to Ella and Venita. Of course, if you have been following, you will know that Venita and Ella had issues about the fact that Ella is not being true. They don't trust Ella. Ella lied, you know. Ella is, you know, using them. She only comes to them when she needs help, when she wants to talk about her music and all those good stuff. So Ebuka now decided to address it. First of all, guys, if you watched today's episode, I really was not understanding what Ella was saying at the beginning. I was just looking, I was like, okay. I want to believe that the accent was a little too much for me. See, me and Obodo Ibo, from the way I'm sounding, you already know that me, I don't have any funny. Even Venita, I try to listen and hear what she's saying, and then Ella comes with her accent and Venita comes with her accent, and they're just giving me buzz left, right, center. There's accent here, there's accent there. So I really wasn't understanding what was going on. But I believe that basically she was just explaining the fact that, oh, she's a changed person now, oh, that a lot of things happened, oh, she felt like she was already distant from them even before anything, that it's not like anything happened. See, really, this is all I could make from everything. Ebuka now asked Mercy to explain, like, that does Mercy feel like Ella has changed now, and does she feel like they were too hard on Ella? And Mercy said yes, that to an extent they were, that if she could change anything, she could have probably just given her another chance, you know, to prove herself or something. That right now she thinks that she can trust Ella a bit, and it is good. Ella was not like, it is good that they were hard on her, and it helped her. And then she talked about Venita as well. They were not talking about how they've been there for her, and when she had an event that they showed up for her, they even came early, they waited for Ella. Ella showed up late. Ella was not explaining how it wasn't so that, oh, a lot of things happened, sound check didn't come early, her clothes tore, her manager this, you know. She was just explaining some of the things that had happened and why she came late, and she was really grateful for the support that the housemates had given to her. After that, Ella just passively apologized before Ebuka could even say anything or mention anything. If you already know about the whole Kim, Ella, and Tacha saga, Ella said something, and it was not looking like Kim was the one who said it, and that was when they were talking about the fact that Tacha stinks. So Ella was not like, she doesn't even know what she was saying. She didn't really have any interaction or any clues, anything with Tacha in the house. So she probably could have just said it because she was pissed. She was not just happy at everything at the time that she came out of the house. So she just decided to apologize to Tacha, that she's sorry she said anything. And yeah, that was it for today. I hope I've not talked too much. Now that they've increased the show to 1 hour, there's just a lot of things to, you know, assimilate and put. So guys, just bear with me. Any gist that I'm skipping, please comment below. I know that I'm on the calm side today. Don't worry, I'm going to pick up. Okay, I'm fine. Don't worry, everything is going to go back to normal pretty soon. So if you have watched up to this point and you're yet to subscribe to my channel, this is going to be a fantastic time to subscribe. Okay, so please hit that red button below, subscribe. You know you like me, just subscribe. Okay, I'm going to see you on my next one. Okay, do not go anywhere. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.